What about Triple H and Stephanie McMahon? What are your first impressions?
Well, I never had a really good relationship with them. I mean, nothing bad happened.
Right.
It's just like they have their favorites, just like Johnny and Vince have their favorites, and I was just not part of that group, you
I
know?
understand Vince took a liking to you more than
Yeah.
Hunter did, right?
No, but the reason why I was on top for so many years and getting titles and everything is because of Vince. Because he always liked my style. He always said it, and it's true. I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving yourself some credit. There was nobody as violent, as aggressive, as vicious like me in the ring. I was a real heel. I was the only real heel in WWE. All the others, they want to be heels just 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 by name, but they want to be cheered. They want to conduct themselves in the ring or outside the ring as baby faces. But I mean, that's them. It was not me, and that's why I was on top for so long, because he always liked my style. And I always respect him, Hunter and his wife. But I was never part of that group, you know.
How different was the WWE from AAA and CML as far as the politics go?
Oh man, it's a snake pit. It was just like in Mexico, it's just fun, you know. In Mexico or Japan or everywhere else, it's just fun. The locker room is fun. You go there, there's no stress, there's no pressure. But here you get to anywhere for the TV show, and everybody's stressed. Everybody is wishing you bad things, and everybody's under pressure. It's just totally different. You know, it was not fun anymore.
What about the differences between TV tapings compared to AAA and CML?
Well, that's the part that I always liked from WWE, the way they do things, the way they plan things. Just starting with all the things that WWE has, you know, the pyro, the lights, the big entrances, and the way they create the matches, the logic they use for the matches. That's something that I really liked since the beginning.
You win the belt back, which leads to you against CM Punk, I believe, at Survivor Series at MSG.
Yeah.
Memories of that pay-per-view?
Oh, that was amazing. You know, we're talking about MSG. I mean, you cannot go higher than that. And I remember that days, you know, seated there and talking with Punk. Punk is a great guy. He started from the bottom, you know. And I remember that day, Punk saying, "Hey, amigo, so you're gonna be the main event at Madison Square Garden. I'm pretty sure your dad is proud of you." And I was like, "Yeah, my friend, thank you. No, nobody can go higher than this in my country. I have accomplished everything in my career, and tonight is like the night where I can go back to my country and say, I did it, brothers."
What are your thoughts on CM Punk as a person and worker?
Yeah, he's fantastic, man. I mean, a lot of people they don't understand Punk because he has this weird, difficult personality, but he's a great guy. He's a great friend. It's someone you can trust, and we don't have guys like him in the business. There's probably working for that company and probably just like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
but he's an amazing dude, man.
Were you surprised when he walked out of WWE?
Not really, because he was not the only one about to lose his mind for working in that place. I'm pretty sure if more people could do that, I will say that they will lost the 80% of the roster.
Without a doubt.
No, nobody's having fun, but that's a different story. I wasn't surprised, you know. And when he did it, I remember texting him, and he texted me back, and I was like, "Shh, I wish I could follow you, brother."
Do you think they ever appreciated what he brought to the table?
No, no. Again, that's the nature of the business. They will never. There's never gonna be a promoter
True.
appreciating what you did through the years.
Do you think he'll ever return to wrestling?
He will. Yeah, eventually. I don't know if he'll go back to WWE, but he will wrestle again.
Favorite memories of your shoot with Punk?
every single night was fun with them. It was working with Punk was not just doing business. We were actually having fun. Putting a great show and then just joking around and messing around in the ring. But we knew about that. The crowd
Right.
didn't know about it, but we were always having a great time.
Does MSG stand out as a special building in comparison to other arenas, or is it just another stop on the WWE tours?
Now, to me, it's a special place. To me, MSG is that place. And I have performed in so many arenas around the world, but just the fact that you hear the name Madison Square Garden, you know that Muhammad Ali was there, that Rocky Marciano was there, all those wrestling superstars, singers, actors.
Memories of the insane bump you took at TLC pay-per-view where you fought Miz and Punk.
Oh, it was horrible, man. It was again, when you do those type of matches, there's no way you cannot get hurt.
Yeah. Thoughts of Miz as a worker? Now, a lot of people don't like him. Some people say he's annoying, and some people say everybody wanted to beat him up at one point in time. Did you get along with Miz, or did you find him annoying? Or
I mean, he was with his group of people, and I was with my group of people. At the beginning, I didn't like it because I didn't know him. My first months, my first year in WWE. But then I'm not gonna say we were friends, but we started to talk and had conversations about the business, family, and this and that. And he's a pretty cool guy.
do you think it's fair that he worked Mania over guys like yourself and Punk?
Well, in this business, it's hard to define fair. I mean, a lot of people always talk about that night, and they criticize him or any other wrestler, or including me. But what the wrestlers or the fans want us to do? Will you really go to Vince and say, no, I don't want to do the main event? Are you crazy?
Right.
Nobody's gonna do that. We're following orders, and if we get the opportunity to get matches like that or opportunities like that, why not?
We're skipping ahead here, but memories of the night Dolph beat you for the world title. Because I know I've heard different stories. We did an interview with Ricardo, and he told us a story that behind the scenes the night, I think it was the night of, or maybe the night before, it was after Mania, pretty much Vince wanted you to go up and Hunter wanted Dolph to go up. Am I right about that? And there was an argument or something, a big argument?
Well, there was something there. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about those details. I wish I could, but
Okay.
but yeah, it was it's politics, nature of the business.
Do you feel that Dolph earned it at that point?
Yes, because he's a great wrestler. I mean, seriously, I was with it. This is the beauty of wrestling. You can have two guys and they can be not friends. They can even hate each other. But if they have the talent and the skills, they can go into the ring and put an amazing show. And that was Dolph and I. With time, working together, we became friends, and I gained so much respect for him, and I know he gained a lot of respect for me, and that's just because of wrestling.
Were you surprised when WWE booked you to get it back after he suffered his concussion?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I remember Dolph. That was the first time Dolph and I had a conversation that involved more than 3 words.
Right.
He said, "Are you comfortable with this?" And I said, "No." I mean, because I was fine being a heel. I was the heel, and then they made me a babyface for no reason, just because somebody in the office thought it was a good idea, and they pulled the trigger, and they didn't care about what I was thinking or how I felt. But man, what can we do? I mean, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, and it's not me. I mean, I hope you don't think it was me going into the office and saying something, because I don't have that power. Maybe a lot of people would think that it was me or I had the power to do things like that in the company, but I can tell you this: there's only 2 guys in that company who can pull that trigger or can go to Vince or whoever and change things, and I wasn't one of them.
Did you think Dolph believed you?
Yeah. Like I said, after that day, we became friends, and brother, we put a hell of a match. I did my part as the bad guy, making those guys turn on me, and he sold amazingly those nasty kicks. It looked like I really killed him.
What do you prefer to do? Feel things out in the ring, or do you like calling your matches ahead of time?
No, in the ring.
In the ring.
In the ring. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this story with, and this is why I love pro wrestling. 3 years ago, 3 4 years ago, Dolph Ziggler and I didn't spoke, didn't talk one word in the locker room.
Call it all in the ring.
Yeah, we were just like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, buddy? And then when we started to work together, it was one of those. I think back then he didn't like me and I didn't like him. You know, I think I don't know because
Right.
we were never friends. We never talked about anything. I think we avoid each other sometimes, and then they put that match in the card, and we didn't talk at all. Just we were in Gorilla like 3 4 minutes before the match, and we were like, okay, the finish is this. Yeah, cool. What you want to? Yeah, let's just do it. And we went out there and we put that classic. We came back we came back to Gorilla after the match, and everybody was like, Jesus Christ. Guys, I mean that was amazing, and this
Yeah.
is the first time you guys worked, right? And we were yeah, but you know he's a fantastic wrestler. I'm a great wrestler. When you put two guys like that in the ring, the result is just a good match.